Welcome to part 2 of my trip recap. If you didn't listen to part 1, go back and listen. And we are picking up at the end of our Magic Kingdom Halloween party day and going right into the second half of the trip. Stay tuned. So we're in bed at 2 o'clock in the morning and we have our second Epcot day the next day.
Yeah.
It's a pretty short trip. We don't have any rest days in. This would have been a great time for it. But our first thing on the Epcot day on the schedule was the Akershus Royal Banquet Hall.
Yep.
11:30. So we did the late breakfast.
Okay. Yeah.
Classic. Yep. It's a great tip for anyone out there to do that. It's cheaper and the food is great. So I said that'll be our goal, is to make it for that reservation, and we're definitely not going to try to get there early. We're definitely going to get up early. It was okay. We got up much later than we normally do, but I didn't. I probably got up at 7 o'clock still, but whatever. But we did it. We got up, we took our time, we got ready, and we got on the Skyliner, and we were in the park right around 11. So really not bad. We were doing fine. We weren't rushing it. We get in the park, we meet Daisy Duck. Shout out to Daisy Duck. She's a favorite in our house. And then we make it to Akershus with the whole fam. It's a great meal. Like it's the breakfast family style is delicious. And we met I think it was 5. It was Ariel, Aurora, Snow White, Rapunzel, and Belle. Those are the ones we met. So
nice.
In heaven, meeting these princesses all coming by. They were all amazing. So that was a great experience. Then our first lightning lane, so I moved all the lightning lanes to later in the day. So our first lightning lane was Soarin' at I think 1 o'clock or something.
Yep.
So we start heading over there. So it's kind of like across horizontally Epcot to Soarin', so not too far. And we passed through Communicore Hall, which was as we talked about last time, the Goofy Core.
Yeah.
The Cool Kids Summer thing, and Goofy had taken it over.
Yep.
And again, it was just like the Mission Space play space thing, where she had that time. She did a hula hoop. She gave Goofy a high five. We were there for 10-15 minutes just to cool off and chill after a very long night. It was the perfect thing.
That's awesome.
And it was a very fun little atmosphere going on there. It's a fun thing for the kids. So so we did check that out. That was cool.
Nice.
We hit Soarin'. Definitely one of Fran's favorite rides. It was great. Then we hit one of my favorites, Living with the Land. Shout out to that ride.
Yes,
I love that.
I'm right there with you. That's one of my. I love it, and it's such a slow little mosey through on the boat, but it's cool. I love that ride.
Going through those greenhouses, I don't know. The greenhouses are just so cool, seeing all the plants and everything. So.
Yeah, it's cool how they've set it up to it's very thoughtful, and they have all the labels, so you can be like, "Oh, guys, hey, check out! That's how bananas grow."
Yes,
the kids don't know, or whatever it is. Oh, those are rice plants over there.
Right.
That's rice. That's what rice is. So it's they can relate. They can't necessarily relate to it if you're just talking about it or you're eating it on your plate. But when you see it being grown in a really easy to see what it is place, it's cool. I really like that, Living with the Land.
It is. No, it's awesome little ride, and it is interesting for sure. I think the rice is funny you brought that up. That was the same thing. I was like, "That's rice." She was like, "No, it's not."
Yeah,
that's what I was looking from. So so that was cool. So we hit the Land Pavilion, and then of course I had to get another single pass for Guardians. So that was our next thing. We went over up to Guardians. We did that with my sister's family as well. And again, just another blast. The thing with Guardians, though, I will say, you brought this up in one of the episodes where the pre-show, you're like, get to the ships. And then you're waiting in another long line.
Yeah, you're in the hallway.
I will say it did ruin it a little bit. I was it knocked it down a peg for me. I was like,
I shouldn't have said anything. Now everybody is going to go on and be like, yeah, what is this hallway all about? But I ruined it for you. I'm sorry, Steve.
No, And thing is, like, there's so many rides with pre-shows where, like, you do the pre-show and then you're in another line and people are jockeying for position. And I feel like Cosmic Rewind's the one where that's like the worst. Yeah, it does take you out of the moment. I was kind of sick of pre-shows. And compare it to Tron, where there is technically a pre-show, but it's not the same kind of deal. Yeah. And I was like, I like the Tron version better. Yeah. And, like, I don't know. I don't want to talk. We've already been talking so long. I didn't need to go down the rabbit hole of the pre-show of Cosmic Rewind. But Terry Crews is somebody who he cracks me up. I just love him. God.
Yeah, so funny.
I don't love his part in the show, though. I feel like the material is not good. Yeah, and he does his best with it, but but I'm like, I don't need that. I don't need these like 2 pre-shows, whatever. I'm like, just get me to the ride.
I did appreciate that they basically got the full cast of Guardians to like do custom like scenes for that ride, which is pretty cool. Like it, there's it's like Glenn Close is the the Prime and Terry Crews, and then you get the whole Guardians crew, so like Chris Pratt and Zoe Saldana and all that. Like it's really cool that they have the full cast and everybody's like into it. That part makes it really funny. But yeah, it's just that kind of like, hurry, get to the ship, and then you're like waiting in the hallway. Like, you kind of killed the. It's a cool story. Like it makes it. It would be fun if you had to like hustle up that ramp and like get right into the queue. But I think again, I'm guessing it's just because it's so popular. They're trying to push a lot of volume through there. Like if it was a low volume day or night or whatever it is, like I'm sure you could kind of like zoom through there and you wouldn't even notice it. But yeah.
No, the thing about those pre-shows and the ones that work like that is it makes the line move. So even though it doesn't take any less time in line, it makes you feel like you're moving. Yes. Like if you're behind it. So
that's right. No,
I totally, and it is part of the entertainment. I totally get it. But that one, I just think they didn't nail the pre-show in that one. So that was Guardians. We loved it. It was absolutely a top ride.
Did you walk through the Moana water area?
The very next thing, Mike.
Okay.
We went right over to Moana's. We said, so what we hit the kind of right side, again, the mission space side, except for Test Track. And then so we're like, let's hit a little bit of the left side. So we walked through the Journey of Water. Loved it. It was very nice. It was a very cool thing. So we really liked that. Yep. And then we hit the Nemo ride. Yep. It was great. Good little ride. And then we did stay in the aquarium for a little bit, but we had our Test Track lightning lane. Yeah. And my plan was like, we'll do this, we'll hit Test Track, and then we haven't hit Remy's. So what we'll do is, this is going to be a short day for us. Yep. The lightning lane is about 4:00 for Test Track. So we're at about 4:00 now. We'll then make our way back to France, get in line for Remy's, do that, and then leave. Yep. And swim for a little bit and get to bed early. Perfect. So short day at Epcot. We didn't really do the World Showcase, basically at all, other than the couple things that I mentioned. But so it was hot though. I mean, it was too hot to be wandering around and stuff. So we'll have to go back in the winter as we normally do and really hit the World Showcase better. But but we ride Test Track, and it's the new Test Track, Mike. Yeah. So I have to say, I've liked all 3 versions of Test Track now that I've been through. I think this is my favorite though. Yeah. This one was it's a different take on Test Track. I won't spoil it too much. And you talked a little bit last time about the LiDAR stuff, and that's a small part of it, but it's really cool. And it's just a great ride. So we love Test Track. So again, as I said, my plan was then, okay, we're kind of halfway through. We're going to go over to Remy's. And Fran said, well, what about Club Cool? What about the soda? And her big thing was like, I'm going to get, so we're with my sister's family. She's like, I'm going to get old Uncle Chris, my sister's husband. I'm going to get him to take a big gulp of the Beverly, the bitter Italian soda. And I'm going to say, oh, Uncle Chris, this is Sprite. And he'll be like, oh. And Chris is like, shout out to Chris. He's great. He's a very like over the top kind of personality. Yeah. So, and she knows he's going to be like, whoa, oh no, what is it? And so she was like, well, we got to trick him. And I'm like, okay, we're going to go back to Club Cool and hang out there before we go. Okay, fine. So we did that. and she was able to trick old Uncle Chris a little bit and Auntie and everybody with the Beverly, so that was good. But so we.
Yeah. Sorry, quick. More Club Cool content.
Yeah.
Do you remember when it used to be like an ice cave?
The igloo, yes.
Yeah, they got to bring that back.
I do.
That version was awesome.
I kind of miss that. Yeah. It had a definitely an aroma to it. That place.
Oh yeah.
But I also feel like, am I crazy to say there were more sodas then? Or maybe I was just a kid and it seemed like more.
Yeah, I'm trying to think back. I don't think
maybe not.
I think maybe it was just because it was a different setup, and it was like in that ice cave that it felt like it. But yeah, no, I don't know. That's a good. I'm trying to think back, and I can't really quite remember. But I think what is it like? There's like 6 or 8 now, and they have like a couple different stations with all the same stuff. Yeah, I don't remember what it used to be, but I just remember walking in through like the ice cave. But yeah,
it was cool. No, shout out to Club Cool. Yeah, no, I do miss that a little bit, but no, Club Cool was a highlight for us. I have to say, for all the things we didn't do some things, and I've gotten other things, but I'm like, we hit Club Cool twice. We probably spent like an hour there that second day. We just
Did we even explain Club Cool? Like Club Cool?
I don't think so.
I don't even think we explained it. So for those who don't, everybody should know. This is the whole world should know about Club Cool. But if you don't, if you're living under a rock and you don't know Club Cool, you go in and they have different flavored, like it's just a bunch of soda machines, like fountain soda, and it's free. You get a little cup, and there's sodas from all over the world, and you can like test out every little soda. And you could stand there and just drink like a gallon of soda if you wanted, but it's out of a little shot glass. So you can get free refreshments there and try different sodas. There's some ones that taste real good that are unique flavors. But yeah, so that's Club Cool for those people that are, from Mars and haven't been keeping up with the podcast. But yeah, I feel like we've been talking about it like everybody should know what we're talking about.
People are scratching their head. Yeah. Like, are these guys ever going to say what this club is? Is this a ride? Like, what is it? God. Club Cool is literally just a place to try sodas from all over. So, and yeah, like, I did drink a gallon of soda in there. Because I tried them all a bunch of times, and I kept going. I have to say, let's keep talking about Club Cool.
Yeah.
The one that everyone hates is the one from Italy. It's called Beverly.
Yep.
And it's very bitter. And I have to say, it wasn't my favorite.
Yep.
But I liked it. And it's the one that I actually like kept going back to because you sip it. I'm Italian. I like a nice like Negroni. Like those bitter liquors, and you sip it. And it even says in the description like that's how it's supposed to drink it. And I actually enjoyed it.
It grew on you. It was an acquired taste.
I kind of get it. I liked it. So it was like middle of the pack, I would say. For me, so
I'm like weird. Like I like different flavors, so I liked all of them. I don't think there was any that I didn't like. There's some that I like more than others, but
I hated half of them.
Yeah, so some of them are like bland or weird tasting almost, but they're like unique, so it's kind of interesting. And then there's like 2 or 3 that are really good.
Yeah.
I
thought there were 2 that I really, really enjoyed, and 2, the Beverly being one that I liked.
Yep.
And then there was 2 that I didn't really like and 2 that I hated. And the one that was disgusting to me, as you already said it, is the one from China, the barbecue sauce. Oh my God. I thought I was going to gag.
That one it's
tough.
Not good. Not great.
It's tough.
Not great.
But yeah, so that's Club Cool. I mean, we should do a whole episode about Club Cool. We already have.
I think at this point we need to just go to Club Cool and record live at Club.
God. That's a dream right there. I would love to. Just, I almost bought like the merch, like a Diet Coke hat or something. I'm loving this place.
Yeah, so. Yeah, and it's sponsored by Coca-Cola, right? So there's all
Coca-Cola. So they're all Coca-Cola, products from around the world. And I'm telling you, we abused it. Like we were there for way too long, just drinking. It was awesome.
That's awesome. I love it.
we loved it.
Yeah.
So we're finally done in Club Cool, and we're like, okay, let's go back to Remy's and finally ride it. Because I figured one of the days we'll be there early enough to kind of rope drop from the Skyliner and we'll do it. And it turned out we weren't. So, like, if we ate a 2-hour wait for Jack and Sally, we can wait an hour, 40 minutes, 45, 50 minutes for Remy's, fine.
Right, yep.
We get back there. We get to France. It's down. Remy's is down.
Oh.
Okay. We saw there's this like acrobat performer who's like standing on 1,000,000 chairs in France, which was very cool. So we watched her for a little while. She was all shout out there. I don't know her name, but she was awesome. We go back to Remy's. It's still down. Now it's going to be like 5:30, and again, Fran is on no sleep.
Right. Yeah.
For her, right.
That's right.
She is dead, and I'm like, Fran, here's the stuff. But here's the thing about Remy's though. It's down, but you can see everyone who's waiting in line is outside because they're not letting anybody in.
Yep.
And it's like 20 people. And I'm like, if we get in line now, and it comes up anytime soon, we're golden.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I'm trying to just get in line. But I'm like, I can't push this. So I say, Fran, I know you're really looking forward to this ride. It's down. Like, do you want to just hang around here to see if it's going to go up soon? Or do you want to go back and swim? And she was like, go back and swim.
Yeah.
I hesitated. I'm not going to push this. So we did not ride Remy's at Epcot that day.
Wow.
And so we missed Remy's and we hit the Skyliner. And we had a blast swimming at the Hippy Dippy pool for the evening. We ate at a dinner again at Pop Century and had a very nice chill night. Not what I'm accustomed to on my trips, but very much needed that day. So we had a great day. So 2 chill days at Epcot where we did, a lot. Didn't do the World Showcase really, but that was our Epcot. So we're down to our last day here. I know we've been here for a while. We might have to 2-part this thing.
Yeah.
I got a couple of hot takes I got to get to.
Okay, let's go.
We hit Hollywood Studios the last day. Okay, this is our big blowout for Hollywood Studios. So we'd already hit the three of the big rides, but we had our single pass for Rise at about 10 o'clock in the morning. We had our burner lightning lane with Star Tours. So I said, boom, we'll hit Star Tours.
Yep.
As soon as we get that, if we can get Smuggler's Run for right after Rise, we'll be golden. I'm like, we'll see. Who knows if it's going to work out? Because then right after that, boom, we had Toy Story Mania at like 1:something.
Yeah.
We had lunch at Roundup Rodeo at 12:30 or something. And then we had Slinky Dog at like 2. So we had it like, we had the line. So if we can get Smuggler's Run, we can get it. So we hit Star Tours. Love Star Tours.
Love Great Star Tours.
I mean, so underrated.
Yes.
We had an awesome night at Star Tours. Boom. Hit the lightning lane for Smuggler's Run at 11:30.
Nice. Yeah.
When you say lightning lane legend, I mean, you just looked me up in the dictionary.
Yeah. I mean, I almost feel like you're making up these. You got the trifecta on the first day.
Yep.
With the right side of Hollywood Studios, and now you're telling me you knocked it out of the park on the Galaxy's Edge Toy Story side of the park. Come on, I find this hard to believe.
There's footage. There's footage of all of us. All right,
video evidence. All right, I'll concede.
So we hit. We go to Cat Saga's Kettle to get some coffee and some blue popcorn. Hang around Galaxy's Edge. It's hot this day, especially in the morning. It was hot that day. So, whatever. We're doing a little bit of that. We go over to Rise. We loved Rise. To me, it's another ride that went higher on my list. It bumped way up on my list. I just really enjoyed it this time. I think more than I ever have. It's such an amazing ride.
It's so cool.
Just so immersive. It's so amazing. So shout out to Rise of the Resistance. It's great. We make our way over to Smuggler's Run. We did have a little run-in with the Stormtroopers.
Oh.
They came up to Fran and asked her if she had sworn allegiance to the First Order.
Yeah.
She stared at them as if she was like a mummy in a sarcophagus. She was motionless. And so then they start looking at me and they're like, what's going on with her? And I'm like, I don't know what to tell you, man. And they're like, and they said to me, they're like, that's a warning. Like, evasiveness will get you nowhere, something like that. I was pretty scared. So that was a cool moment.
Yeah.
We make our way to Smuggler's Run. We got the landing lane for that. And it was my least favorite ride of the trip. I'm just going to come out and say,
wow. Okay.
I might be a shocker. I would say it's maybe my favorite queue.
Yeah.
Like pre-area, the fact that you're in the Millennium Falcon is the best part of it.
Yes.
So I was a gunner. Fran was a gunner. Sabine was a pilot.
Yep.
Here's the thing with Smuggler's Run. You're in the Millennium Falcon.
Yes.
You're flying this ship. You're on a mission. You're actually doing things. But if you're not a pilot,
yes,
you're looking at the side of you.
The buttons on the side.
And
yes.
So it's like,
yeah.
And you have to look, right? And it's like, I'm finding myself watching the buttons half the time.
Yeah.
Like, why am I watching buttons in this
Yep.
thing?
Yeah.
And then like Fran's kind of like doesn't. I'm like, oh, we gotta hit the button. So I'm trying to, because she wants to do it, right? I'm like, oh, you gotta hit the button. It's like whatever.
Yeah.
And I come off that ride. I'm like, did I even ride a ride?
Yeah.
I'm like, I know people love that ride, and it's the ride that went the farthest down for me on my list.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't really enjoy that.
Piloting is definitely much better. But also, if you are the gunner or the engineer, you're right. You are kind of like waiting for the buttons to light up. You don't have to hit the buttons. Like, it actually, the ride will like push through. So like, you could ignore it, but it's more fun to like be part of it. And then also, if you get stuck with pilot, because the way the pilots work is the left pilot controls up and down, and the right pilot controls left and right. So if you get people that are just totally off in space, like you're bouncing around in there, and it's not that great. So you actually have to like either take control and make sure you got two competent people in the pilot seats, or you just expect like, okay, I got some dumb in the front that doesn't never played a video game in their life and can't figure it out. And I
have to say, we had two good pilots. Sabine was one, but the other it was some old kid. They were with it. They got it.
Good.
But I got a simple solution, and I know it's in the Millennium Falcon. You can't really do this, but put the button in front of me.
Yeah.
I can do both.
Yeah.
It's just the fact that I'm looking to the side. I'm like, I can't. And part of the fun is participating, right? So it's like, you don't have to do it, but like you kind of do. To get the full experience. So I think they just kind of messed that up a little bit. Or even like angle it a little bit so it's not like flat sideways. Like have it bump out. Like there's probably ways they could do that. Yeah, that's a good point. Or give me a window there. So I don't know. It didn't hit. It was. I just didn't enjoy it really. So I hate to be negative on about stuff, but that one just I didn't love. So that was Smuggler's Run. So then we head over to the milk stand. Yeah, we got the milk. Yes, and we got blue and green. I got blue. Sabine got green. Yeah, and we each tried each other's. Turns out I like the green. I think you're a green guy, right? Yeah. Yep. I'm a green guy, and she is blue all the way. Yeah. So we just kind of switched. And it's coconut milk based. It was good. It was very good. It did not sit well in my stomach. And I ended up visiting the little boys' room at Roundup Rodeo after that. But felt good after that. But I don't know if I'll get it again. But it was very good. If you can handle coconut milk, apparently I can't. But it was. I enjoyed the milk. So it's a high fiber milk. That's right. They need that in space, Yeah, gotta keep things moving. In zero gravity, you gotta get your system cranking on overdrive. Exactly. Hyperspace. Hyperdrive. Hyperspace. It was at my valves were at light speed after that. Yeah. We're going off the rails. Oh man. So then we head over to Roundup Rodeo. We had a great time at Roundup Rodeo. So when we got in, there was an announcement that Sid was coming. So this is the restaurant where Andy's coming, you have to freeze. So there's an announcement, Sid is coming, and you have to freeze. Okay, so we did that. It was great. Announcement, Sid's coming. So we had fun with that. A couple other announcements like, there's a yard sale going on. And then it's like, wait a minute, it's a lemonade stand, like false alarm, whatever. Little things like that happen. Great, whatever. Food there was very good.
Yeah.
And we had a great time there, but the meal's coming to an end, and I want to shout out a cast member because I've bashed some, and I have to say overall the experience was excellent as always at Disney with 99% of cast members. You know, I don't want to say it was bad at all. Really, it was mostly very great. But Mariah, shout out to Mariah, our waitress at Roundup Rodeo.
Yeah.
The meal's coming to an end, and we haven't had an Andy's coming announcement. And that's kind of like, we had the Sid's coming.
Wow, yeah.
But Sabine kind of takes her aside and is like, is Andy gonna come? And she was like, oh, didn't Sid come when you sat down? She's like, yeah, it's gonna be a while till Andy comes. And we were like, okay. I was like, that's a disappointment.
Yeah.
So she's like, I'm so sorry, whatever. So like we're paying the check, whatever, and then all of a sudden we hear the announcement, Andy's coming. And so Fran's eyes light up, right? And she's so excited. This is what we've been waiting for. It's the whole reason we're here, right?
Yeah.
And so we all freeze, and we're all like the teenage kids, like my sister's kids are with us. They're in like these very funny poses. They're into it.
Yeah.
Like, everyone's into it. It was such a great moment of our trip.
Yeah.
And Mariah comes back and she's like, I had to make it happen for you.
Yeah.
So Mariah went back there and was like, you got to make
dialed it up.
People. So shout out to Mariah. That was amazing. And so Andy came for
I love that
rodeo.
Yeah. Cast members are so good about stuff like that too. Like they make things happen. And I don't know if you know this, and I don't know, maybe they don't, I don't know if they still do this, but in app, you can actually shout out cast members. So
I meant to mention this.
Yes.
Because when that happened, I said, I'm going to do a cast compliment. So that's what it's called. You go to the app and you go to cast compliments, and the people with me were like, what is that? What is that?
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, well, let me show you. And we all the adults did a cast compliment for Mariah at Roundup Rodeo. So if you're going to Roundup Rodeo anytime soon, ask for Mariah. She's the best.
Yeah. I think they get like, part of like their reviews, like the cast compliments like come into play. Like, it's meaningful to them. So like, if you have an outstanding experience, definitely do those, because you know they are top notch, right? Like the cast members do a great job at everything. So just doing those little, take a couple seconds and throw a compliment their way. I think it just helps them, whatever their performance review or whatever it is, and I think it's worthwhile.
Absolutely, yeah. And like you said, it takes 2 seconds. Do a bunch of them when you're there. Don't forget about that. I sometimes do, and but I made a point this time to do a bunch of them actually. But that was one where like she got like 4 or 5 of them right there. So,
so
that was awesome. So we're at that point in Toy Story Land. Our lightning lanes for Toy Story Mania and Slinky Dog Dash are in a little bit. We got maybe half hour, an hour before those. So we went over to Walt Disney Presents and met the Ariel from the live action movie.
Oh yeah,
another one of Fran's favorites.
Yep.
So we met her. That was a very short wait, and that was another, again, awesome experience. We went into the Walt Disney Presents theater, and it wasn't, there's usually like a Walt Disney like show that's happening there. I don't really sit there for it, but it was like, it's inside, it's happening right now, let's go. But it was a preview of that Elio movie that's been out now for like 2 months, so it's not much of a preview, but so I was like, okay, we saw a preview of this movie. And I said, Fran, would you want to see that movie? After it was done, she was like, no.
Oh no.
That was too bad. Anyway, we come out of there, and again, as part of this Cool Kids Summer thing, a bunch of characters were outside doing meet and greet. So we met Daisy Duck, we met Chip and Dale.
Yeah.
And during this time, we actually missed our Alien Swirling Saucers lightning lane. Okay.
Oh,
and I will say that's the one ride we didn't do because we just didn't make it back there. We could have. I kept bumping it back to later and later, but we just never made it back. So next time, Alien Swirling Saucers. But so we meet Chip and Dale, we meet Daisy, we have a ball there. Then we make it over to Toy Story Mania. Fantastic ride.
Yeah.
Really enjoyed it. Slinky Dog Dash was right after that.
Nice.
Again, another great ride. It's not on top of my list, but it's just a very fun ride.
Yeah.
We then head over to the new Little Mermaid show that opened in May. Absolutely fantastic. A show, a 10 out of 10, highly recommend. Fantastic show.
Nice.
We go back to the towards the part where the characters were. And then Fran, they had like this double Dutch thing going on with characters where like Donald Duck and Goofy are like doing double Dutch with kids, and Fran got to do that. So that was
nice.
Great. This Cool Kid Summer thing was nice. I have to say, they had some good stuff going on. So then we head over and we want to do the older kids are over there. They want to do. They'd already done it a bunch of times, but Tower of Terror, Rock and Roller.
Yeah.
So we go over to Tower of Terror. We had a lightning lane for that. We ride that. We come off, and it's a 13-minute wait when we come off. Because it just started to rain.
Yeah.
And Mike, do you know what a 13-minute wait means at Tower of Terror?
Yes. That means no wait.
0. Yes.
Yes.
So we went right back on and rode it again. So we rode Tower of Terror twice. That was awesome.
Yeah. And that's a little shout out to the fact that they're going to the 13th floor on the
yes.
Yeah. Yep.
And there's another ride that does that at Disney.
I do know. Yes. The Haunted Mansion is the other one. Yes.
You got it. What an expert. Yep. What an expert. Yeah. So
I know my ride times.
That's right.
Yeah.
You got to know it.
Everything is a 5-minute interval except for those two which have the 13 minutes. Yeah.
Yes, exactly. Yep, that's right. So 13. So we saw that 13. We got right back on. That was amazing.
Yeah.
We had a lightning lane for Rock and Roller Coaster with everybody, the older kids too, in a little bit. So we went and saw the new Villains show, also opened in May. It's back behind Rock and Roller Coaster where the Lightning and McQueen racing.
Yeah.
I never did that actually, but
we did. The Lightning McQueen Racing Academy was pretty cool.
Okay.
It was really cool. And that they had that up until last summer, right?
Yeah.
So, I haven't seen the new one, but my kids are big Cars fans. I mentioned this before, but the Lightning McQueen show was really cool because they had like a stage in the middle with like screens, and it opens up and Lightning McQueen is there, and it's like a full animatronic Lightning McQueen that talks and everything like that, and it was really cool. And it's supposed to be like Lightning is on a simulator and he's racing, so he's in there and he's like moving around and spins around. It was really cool. So I'm a little sad that went away. I don't know if they have plans to bring anything back. I know they are doing some Cars theming with the new. I'm blanking on it. Was the Tom Sawyer Island area that they're now doing some car stuff. So hopefully they kind of recycle some of that stuff over there.
Yeah, you would think they'll have something like that. Yeah, I think people like that. I mean, like I said, I never went to it, but yeah, no, it did sound cool. So hopefully they'll have something like that over there.
Yeah.
In Magic Kingdom, but yeah, what's there now is this new Villains show.
Yep.
It was my favorite show of the whole time. It was amazing. And the villains, the whole concept is like you got to decide which of the villains was like the most unfairly treated, like misunderstood. And I guess three villains come out, and I guess it changes, over time. And so we had Cruella de Vil, Captain Hook, who's my favorite villain, and Maleficent come out, and they sing a song and they do a whole thing, and it's just this amazing show. And then like based on the audience reaction, they decide like who wins. So in our show, Maleficent won. I was going for Captain Hook, but Maleficent won. And I will say, like, definitely go to that show. Do not skip it. It is an amazing show if you're over in Hollywood Studios. So so shout out to that the Villains show. So then it's time for Rock and Roller Coaster Lightning Lane, except Rock and Roller Coaster's down. So what do we get but another experience credit? So we go and we're like, all right, we got a little time here. We definitely want to ride it again. Like we're going to stick around to see if it opens up again. So then I had picked up a lightning lane for Mickey and Minnie's in the meantime. That was
nice.
So I'm like, if we want to do that again, we cancel. Like, boom, let's just go down to Mickey and Minnie's. Rode that again, had an absolute blast again. And then by the time we were off of that, we got something to eat at the ABC commissary. And then we headed back up, and Rock and Roller Coaster was back. So we used our experience credit for Rock and Roller Coaster when it was ready. So
nice.
So we rode that again, amazing. And with the older kids too, we all had a blast together on that one. And then, lo and behold, Tower of Terror is again a 20-minute wait. So we're like, you know what? There's time for one more ride. It's like, the park closes at 9. It's like 8:50. I'm like, who wants to do Tower of Terror one more time? We're like,
let's go. Yeah, so, get in line.
It ended up being a little bit longer of a wait because I guess 2 of the elevators were down, so it had half capacity going. But still, we had, so it was 7 of us total. So the whole back row of Tower of Terror is 7 people. So we had an amazing picture of 7 awesome. Of us. Yeah. One of us is like pretending to sleep. One of us is taking a selfie. A couple of us are just like super scared. So we have an awesome picture from that ride. So that was a amazing way to end the day.
Nice.
We moseyed on down towards the front of the park. My brother-in-law Chris got obsessed with pins. You'll love this, Mike. He was like 7,000 pins, and that's they awesome. Got me, because I couldn't stop talking about it, they got me a Skyliner pin.
That's amazing.
This amazing Skyliner pin.
That's awesome.
So he got some pins on the way out of the park. We hit the Skyliner, and we go back to Pop Century. We hit a piece of pizza in the food court, and we go to bed. And the next day was our coming home day. But that was our trip.
That's amazing.
Was a very brief 2-hour recap of the trip.
You know what? That is probably one of the most efficient trips I've heard of, and you took full advantage of the lightning lanes, and definitely you've earned that title of lightning lane legend.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
And if you want to be a lightning lane legend, listeners at home, here it comes. Contact my friend Steve at Just That Magic Travel. He'll hook you up. He'll help you out with all the lightning lane tips, and you too can be a light.
That's right. They get better, Mike. I can't believe it. It's just amazing. Yeah. And I want to just have like 2 takeaways from this trip. I gotta let you go, Mike.
Yes.
It's late, but one is that, and I said this to my sister because she wasn't doing this. Always have a lightning lane booked.
Yeah.
Even if you have a slot, book something. Even if you know you're not going to use it, because worst case scenario, you don't use it.
Right.
And then whatever.
Right. Yeah.
Best case scenario, the ride goes down and you get an experience credit, like happened with us with Magic Carpets. And you get to ride Winnie the Pooh, which we just hadn't been able to. So, always have a lightning lane book if you have it. So I just want to say that's my tip that I always do, but I don't think I've ever said. And I just want to quickly, Mike, and then I will promise I'll let you go. I just want to quickly do my new top 10.
Yeah.
Every trip, I feel like things move around, and some of these rides I didn't even do this time. It's just my overall Disney top 10 after this trip. All right. Number 10, Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway. Amazing ride. Huge smile on my face.
So good.
Number 9, Big Thunder Mountain Railroad. Cannot wait for it to come back. It was closed during our trip, and we missed it.
It's a classic. It's a classic. Yeah.
Number 8, Space Mountain. Especially doing it in the full darkness. I just love Space Mountain. So
that's cool.
I never know what's coming. Number 7, Tower of Terror. Okay. Speaks for itself. Number 6, and this is going to go up on the list when they retheme, Rock and Roller Coaster. I enjoyed that ride so much this time. It was just amazing. Number 5, we missed Animal Kingdom this time. I was like, I don't think I could do a trip without Animal Kingdom again. I think it's my second favorite park.
Yeah.
Expedition Everest, number 5. I just love that ride so much. Number 4 on my list, and it's not higher, honestly, because of the pre-show, Cosmic Rewind.
Yeah.
The pre-show just took me out of it a little bit. I don't know, but it's such an amazing ride.
So good.
We got September for the first time we rode it. So we had
great.
this experience.
Yeah.
Number 3, I'm gonna go Tron Light Cycle Run. Yeah. I just enjoyed that ride so much, and it's hard almost to put it in front of Cosmic Rewind, but I don't know, something about it. Just I was blown away this time.
Yep.
Number 2, Star Wars: Rise of the Resistance.
Yes.
It blows my mind. That ride blows my mind.
Yes.
And number 1, the reigning champ, Tiana's Bayou Adventure.
Yeah.
I can't get over it. It is just the best.
It's been a little while since I've been, but I agree with most of that rankings. I'd probably flip Tiana's and Rise, but that's just because I'm a Star Wars nerd.
Yeah, for sure.
But absolutely, like everything that you said about all those, it's such an experience for most of them. Like the atmosphere is amazing.
Absolutely. And I know I talk about Pirates of the Caribbean all the time, how I love it so much. Not even in my top 10. But I would put it like maybe other than Tiana's, I would like prioritize it over any of these.
Yeah.
I just need to do it. So and a bunch of other rides. Shout out to Toy Story Mania, Frozen Ever After, I really Flight of Passage, all Soarin'. So all great rides, but that's my top 10. So Mike, I'm gonna pass the baton to you. Because you are, unless something amazing happens in my life, you're going to be the one who's going next.
Yeah.
So.
See, this was a great kind of primer for our trip planning discussion, because now I'm like, and this is going to be a different strategy type of trip than we've done to Disney, right? We went from being pass holders where we could go on a weekend and, we weren't pressured into rides. We could just kind of try different things at different times and know we'd be back in 2 weeks or a month or whatever it was. Now I'm really, the wheels are turning on. I've got to up my lightning lane game. I've got to up my efficiency game where it's a little less nonchalant. This time I've got to really dial it in. So this was a great primer for our trip planning episode. So yeah, I am more than happy to take that baton, and I'm very excited for my trip now.
Oh, I can't wait. I can't wait to get into that planning, and you'll do great with the lightning.
Yes.
You're going to latch onto that like a dog with a bone, and you're going to do great. So, but yeah, no, it was a fantastic trip. I feel full, my cup is filled by Disney right now. I feel like I was missing it a lot. I started a podcast because I was missing it so much. and my cup is full now, but I can't wait to talk about your trip and just keep talking about Disney.
Yes.
But it was, I'm sure I'll refer to this trip in every episode that we do for a long time, but it was just great. We had an absolute ball. So I'll let you go, Meg. Any last words?
Shout out to Disney. Yeah. I'm glad Walt was looking over you from heaven and making sure you could live up to that Lightning Lane legend name.
Thanks, Walt.